Hello again. Thanks for watching. Today, I have this video is for the stuff that I bought recently, and I will go ahead and show you. I'm sorry. I was laughing almost for like 5 minutes for all this stuff that I got. Well, here we go. A bunch of 78s in this crate that I got. A bunch of 78s I still need to listen to that's in here. This is a Victor VI. I think it's a VI. It's a VI 102749. And then this one is a Victor IV. I would say this is a Victor 6. This is a Victor 4. This is the first year they would start making Victor 4s. Because, this used to be a metal grill, but then they made a few of them that have this wood grill right here. It was supposed to be metal, but they started getting rid of the metal and made that. The problem is there's no problem with this. I have all this stuff. I have the motor being fixed. I just need a new spring for it. Because this is a 2-spring motor. The spring snapped. And I only need to buy one more spring to have this all fixed. And I polish it up and work. This one, however, I need to find some screws to keep this up. And the arm, I need to find an arm for it. I need screws for it. Open it. Everything looks like inside. Someone must have done it, and it's all greased up and all that. The only thing is, I need to buy a center pin so it will hold the governor in place to regulate the speed. And the only thing I need too is the reproducer, and I have a bunch of reproducers that I need to rebuild. And I just need the crank, and that's it. And over here, we have a Rockfire Explosion record, which I'm a big fan of Chuck E. Cheese, but also I like the Rockfire Explosion, that's pretty cool. And I got the 45 of that. I'm just gonna somehow play it or frame it. Now, that stuff going on these days. Anyway, this is a motor 2. It's all complete. I bought this today for $60. This is a Victor 50. I bought this today. This is the most beautiful thing. I will cherish this forever and play it until it dies out. Like, dies out. You have your arm here, and I have the motor, which is right here. You got this right, you got the platter, you got everything, all the speeds there. The only thing I need from this is a new spring, because the person before me tried fixing this and dented this right here. I turn around, you see right there, I gotta hammer that in place and make sure it's level with the rest of it. So hopefully I don't snap it. All of a sudden, if I break it, then that's gonna be a problem. All of a sudden, this is gonna wiggle around, and then it will grind off the teeth off this, and it'll mess up the governor and that. We got another number 2 reproducer right here. Sorry about that. And we got some parts for it, more parts, but this I'm gonna make more videos of this, of all the songs that I like, instead of the suitcase. I love the suitcase. It's just the suitcase one that's right there is made. It has pot metal in it, and pot metal swells up over time from someone overusing it, or from mostly from old age. But over here, the case looks in great shape. I'm not going to refinish it. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to clean it and keep it as is, because I built character. And I'm not going to cut it out. I'm going to keep it try to keep it as is. Maybe polish this, and get rid of all the muck and mold on it. Here's just another bit of 78s I still need to go through. And then over here, there's a bunch of piano scrolls that I got recently. This one, however, is the one I really like. This is 9222, back in your own backyard. As you can see right there, if I adjust it. Berlin. Good guy. Good composer. You got a bunch of other ones right here. This basket, I'm going to get some records that I'm going to get rid of and give away to my friend who's also collecting. Here's some. I'm throwing these, I'm giving her or him these scrolls because these have mold in it, and that person probably could use them for an art piece or whatever they can. I know you probably be thinking that's a horrible idea. Believe me, they're ripped and they're moldy, and it won't do anything. It's just it's I'd rather have it be an art piece than thrown away. Or what I do sometimes is when I would keep these, so if I accidentally drop one of them that I liked, these ones are the ones I like, I still need to clean them. They're dusty and they're somewhat making me sneeze, just a tad. They're moldy a little, but I would keep these, and if something drops, if the scroll drops and it breaks off, I could just take the old one off and put one of these replacements, or I could sell these replacements. I recently got these from my friend Greg McCall 3087. I will put his channel in the description. But these are all 8mm and super. This is super 8mm right here. He gave me grease, and he gave me a Laurel and Hardy Super 8 film right there, and these are the regular 8s. I got a Tom Jones reel to reel. He put it on YouTube. Sounds amazing. I don't know when I'm gonna get one, but that's gonna be like a future video. Hopefully a very, very future video. You got a bunch of them right here that I got from a record store that they were parting out. And then here's the new thing too. This is an Edison A100. I put these scrolls away. I'm organizing all the scrolls, making sure they're not moldy or they're in good use, and there'll be a video of me hopefully finding a player piano and watching it, or playing it and recording it. This actually works. It goes a little too slow. That's the problem. I oiled it up, I'm not gonna lift up the platter, it's heavy, I don't want to scratch this. This looks great. It has I have a reproducer, it's on the other machine. Oops, sorry about that. It's on the other machine. It's cranked up all the way, and it's playing at 76 RPM or 75 RPM, which 78s play 78 RPM. Majority of Edison discs play 80 RPM, and this one plays 75 RPM. Something's wrong with it. Another cool thing about this machine is, here's the grill cover that I'll put right here. Sadly, this broke. The motor shot, and it's making smoke, and I cleaned the whole thing before it happened, and that's a money pit right there. But the cool thing is this hydraulic ring right here. This opens and closes. That's when you want it low volume. That's when you want it high volume. This still works. I don't know if I want to touch it or refix it, but this works perfectly, and I'm not going to really fuss with it. This goes left to right. This goes down smoothly, pretty much smoothly. The only problem is this is down a little bit. I need to adjust it to have higher so the reproducer doesn't scratch the record as much. Because, you know, it's a permanent needle that's on the reproducer. And you don't have to do with the Victrolas, which is putting a needle every time you're done with a record. For example, I was playing this song today, Look at Those Eyes by the Warring Pennsylvanians. Good song. With my new rebuilt reproducer, number 2. Sounds amazing. And then, this is another thing I bought today. I finally got one, a Victor frame. This is all wood. This is actually pretty heavy. I'm not sure this is a legit one, but it's pretty heavy. And I think it is. And then over here, a bunch of stuff that I'm getting rid of, including Elvis. I don't really want that stuff anymore. I got Elvis 78s I'm getting rid of. Megadeth CDs I'm getting rid of. I have a bunch of Edison Diamond discs that I'm actually still need to listen to and make sure of which ones I want or get rid of to give to a friend. I have some Hammock that I'm selling. I got the N64 that I'm selling. I got complete 78 albums that I'm getting rid of. The Pinocchio. And then we got Harry James and Tommy Dorsey. Tommy Dorsey's better than Jimmy Dorsey. That's where I think. Yeah, if you don't believe me, or say that's no. I like Tommy Dorsey. I don't really am a big fan of Jimmy Dorsey. That's my opinion. Yeah, more Elvis. Oh, my whole collection, complete collection of Metallica, except the new ones, the 72 Seasons one. And more Elvis. Johnny Mathis I'm getting rid of. But yeah, that's basically the whole video. But the first one I'm gonna be restoring is this one, because I forgot to mention on this one, this has a single, I think I did say that. It's a single spring and has everything on it. And the rarest thing to come on this is the handle. This person actually had the handle. You just just click it off. And then you can tell here's another cool thing about this one. This is Victor's first portable Victrola player. Portable one. This is the first one. And even cooler, this is the first one of the first ones, because this would go here. You could tell it's a legit one because when you crank it, your knuckle's not gonna hit it's not too long, it's not too short. You can literally crank it like this and your knuckles won't hit, whatever surface you're trying to crank it, but you have the original handle. I was a little skeptical with this because this feels like it's moving around a lot. But you just click it right here. I don't want to scratch the wood, but you crank it right, you put it right there, and then snap it into place, and that's it. And then when you want to be done with playing it, you just snap it on just like that, and you close it. When you have the reproducer on here, make sure you take off the needle. If not, if you don't take off the needle, you're going to scratch the wood on top, which the person has done. You go right there, but I could blemish that with the wood. And then when you're playing, don't treat it as like one of those Crosley Cruiser, crappy suitcases, because This one specifically has the horn right here. The sound comes from here all the way up here, and you can see that the wood is formed here, and then it goes out. See, there's a little gap right here, and then as you get down, it arches back. So always leave the lid open when you're playing these. You never want to play it. I get this thing down when it's like this. When you're done, just make sure you clamp that. But personally, when I have this fixed, I am going to clamp it, but I'm not going to hold it on here. This is, you could hold with this handle once it's closed and go wherever you want to the next destination if you where you want to play it. But I highly recommend not holding on this. The same purpose as people think, for example, the Edison standard machines, they have kind of like that Singer sewing machine lid. That handle, if you're going to lift up that handle on an Edison standard machine, that thing is just going to unlock and smash the whole machine. So preferably, I would just carry the whole thing with just two hands just to be safe. But yeah, the video of all the stuff I got recently. I will put my good friend Greg McCall 3087, I believe, or 78. I'll put him in the description. Hopefully you watch his videos and you stay tuned to more videos that I post. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day.